Hi, it's time for some yoga today. If you'd like to join me, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon, Tuesday. So I'm going to start at my mat today, and all you need today is a mat. This will be kind of a short sequence, so if you got a few minutes, just follow along. Let's begin. I'm going to start today in a seated position. So come onto your mat, and just bring one foot in front of the other. And then let your hips begin to relax, your knees down towards the earth, and then take your shoulders back a couple of inches. And for most of us, that will just be enough to get our spine nice and straight. Go ahead and lift the crown of your head up towards the sky, tilt your chin slightly under, and as you exhale, begin to relax your shoulder blades down your back as you settle into your nice, easy pose today. We're going to do some what I call seated cat-cows. So place your hands on your knees, and as you breathe in, we're just going to lean forward like you're pushing your heart forward, but squeezing your shoulder blades, and then lift your chin. And as you exhale, in the same seated position, you're just going to hold on to your knees and round back. Bring your chin towards your chest and concave your belly, navel to spine. And do this 2 more times. Breathing in, seated cow, and exhaling, seated cat. Now bring your spine into a nice upright position once more, and then we're just going to make some little circles. So we're going to inhale forward, and then taking left hand, push yourself away with your left hand on your left knee, and then begin to exhale by coming back into that seated cat. Begin to rotate towards the left, pushing your right knee away with right hand, and then begin to inhale forward once more, seated cow. And just make a couple little circles right now. And not only is this good for your little spinal twist, getting into some areas that we might miss in some of our other asanas, but it also stimulates your digestive system. So once you've done that 2 or 3 times, we want to reverse. So let's go back first this time, and then we'll lean to the left, and then bring your heart forward, fill your lungs with air, and then begin to lean to the right, and back all the way, navel to spine. 2 more times. Like I said, this is so good for stimulating your digestive organs, but also getting a nice rotation of your spine and getting in some areas that we sometimes miss. All right, we're gonna switch legs now. So switch legs, whichever foot you had in front, do the opposite. And then take a big breath in, scoop the arms out and up. And as we exhale, right hand down, walk it away, and then just lower to the forearm. Stay right here for a couple of breaths. Maybe relaxing a little deeper with each exhale. And once you stayed here for 2 or 3 breaths, using your right hand, press yourself back up to center, and then exhale, take your left hand down. Expand, breathe in, and then walk your fingers away. Lower the forearm as you come into this little seated side bend. Anchor yourself down with your right hip. See if you can hold for 2 more breaths. Feeling that beautiful stretch. And then using left hand to press yourself back at center. And with this exhale, we'll take left hand to right knee and right hand behind your back. Seated twist. Extend, and then draw your navel all the way to your spine. And just like you're twisting your core area, look towards the right. Take another breath, kind of get as much length as you can in your spine, and then twist a little deeper, tilting your chin up to receive more light. And then release. Bring both hands back up to center, and as you exhale, we're going to right hand on left knee, left hand at your spine. Inhale, expand, and then squeeze all that breath out once more, and real gently twist towards the right, and then lift your chin up, tilt your head up to receive more light today. And then inhale, arms back up, and exhaling, hands to heart center. Oh, this feels good so far. So we're going to come into a far toes position. I know I've been doing that a lot lately in my practices, but it will really help you if you're walking a lot right now, enjoying this beautiful weather, social distancing. So set onto the balls of your feet, placing all 10 toes, and then see if you can bring the shoulders back over your hips. Take a breath, and exhale. And while we're here today, we're going to take our arms out and up, And as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your back and then squeeze the shoulder blades together, open to the collarbones, and lift the chin. And then drop the chin to the chest and begin to dive forward. When you may be able to get your eyebrow center or crown of your head on the mat, lift the hands straight up towards the sky. And then see if you can let them fall forward. Now release your hands, press yourself back up. We're going to come into a tabletop position, so go ahead and tap those toes out. You're probably really tired of the fire toes position. From fire toes, set the hips back on your heels today and coming into a hero pose. So we're going to hold our hero pose, and if this is too difficult, take a moment to find something to put either between your hip, your thighs, and your calves, or maybe between your feet that you can sit on. But if you can stand this for a few breaths, it's going to stretch out the shins, the top of your feet, and your foot health is so important, especially as you age. It's your independence. So we're going to stretch out once more. Take your arms out to the side, and then take right arm over left. Bend your elbows, and either keep your hands like this or separate your hands and bring them palm to palm. Lifting up as you breathe in. Exhale, draw the elbows down towards your legs and then take them in towards your core. Squeeze the breath out, drop chin to chest. And take a big soaring breath as you sweep your arms out and up, just about to your shoulders. And then release, and then shake it off. Take a minute to modify a little more or maybe amplify a little more. So you may be able to spread your feet apart and get your sit bones all the way to the earth today. We're going to take the arms out once more, but this time push left hand over right and then back to back or palm to palm. Lifting up as you breathe in, feel that wonderful stretch through your triceps. If you've been doing a lot of chaturangas like me, you're going to need it. And then as you exhale, elbows are going to come down towards your legs, and then bring them in, squeeze all the breath out, chin to chest, and then soar those arms as you reach out and up. And then release, shake them out. Now let's get off of those legs for a moment. So take your feet over to the side, and I'm going to face this way because otherwise I might roll down the hill. There's some landscapers down there. So make any adjustments you need. Move your glutes out from under your sits bones. Make sure that you feel comfortable and grounded. If you're outside like I am, take a moment. And then bring your hands down by your side. Now I put a little video on today that was called Boat 60-second smile into spring. So we're going to do some boat drills. So you can hold on to your legs right now. Just keep your heart lifted and keep your arms back, your shoulders back, and your heart lifted up to the sky. Draw the low belly to meet, kind of like they're hugging in towards your thighs, so your core area is nice and strong. If you can float those feet up, which I'm not sitting in a very good place right now, I can tell, float the feet up. And then take your hands down by your side. We're going to hold for 8, 7, don't forget to breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to do a little pump. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms up. Lift those feet up as you breathe in, and as you exhale, bend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take the arms up, lift the legs up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come on, let's go, 1, and hold. Woo. Oh, so I'll give you a little secret here. My core was so weak before I did yoga. I mean, I could bench press my body weight for 8 reps easily, and I didn't weigh a whole lot, but 112. And then I could squat 250 pounds easily, but I didn't have the core strength that I have through yoga. So let's lie down on our back and take your arms out to a T. Lift your feet, press the low back in the mat, take a breath, and then let your knees relax towards the right. Inhale back to center and to the left. One more back to center, and exhale to the right Breathe in and out. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And since we started on the right, we'll do one more on the left and hold. Now, touch your peace fingers on your temples. And as you breathe in, you're just going to lift your heart, arching your back. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your elbows in towards your knees. Inhale, expand. You can tap your toes. Exhale, squeeze. In, out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to take your fingers together, the peace fingers at your temples. Both legs are lifted. Straighten out left leg. And we're going to alternate left elbow, right knee, and then switch. So let's just do 12 of these. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and squeeze those legs in and hug them back and forth. Now, rock yourself up to a seated position, and then we're just going to roll on over once more into a tabletop. We're going to come into a little lizard pose today. So right foot is going to come by your right pinky, and you're going to slide that left leg back. Walk the toe out to the side and hold on to your knee and gently push it away. And then let your hips sink towards the mat. So you're getting into a nice psoas stretch right here on the left side, but you're also getting into your right hip flexor and the groin area, the inner thigh. Maybe come down to the forearms if you can, and you can hold this for a few breaths. We call this winged dragon pose. One more breath in your winged dragon. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and just heel toe that right foot all the way over to the left, and then drop the knee. So we're going to come into our pigeon pose today. So many options with pigeon. If you have that block and you want to place it under your hip, do that now. If not, slide that left leg back a little more. You can hover with your hip off the mat, or you can kind of scissor that left leg back a little bit while right knee points towards the right corner. If you're not feeling it a lot, you can walk that right foot up towards left elbow as you breathe in. And if you want to come all the way down, you can bring your eyebrow center towards the mat. We're just going to hold for 3 breaths today. So identify those tight areas in your body and your mind, and release them with your exhale. Last one. Walk the hands back up. Oh, this feels wonderful. And then you're going to lean to the right side and take that left foot on top of the right for just a little seated double pigeon here. Take a moment to let your shoulders relax over your hips, shoulder blades back and down. And then we're going to hinge forward, coming maybe to the forearms. Maybe you can walk the hands all the way and bring the eyebrow center back to the mat. For more of a tricep stretch, press the elbows, press the palms together, and bring the thumbs to the back of your head. One last breath, and then take your hands on your knees and press yourself back up. All right, before we do the other side, we're going to take the legs out in front of us, about hip width apart, and windshield wiper the knees back and forth, just to massage the hips. And then cross the feet, tuck the toes under. We're going to come back into a tabletop position. And just because you haven't done this all day, I've been so careful with my wrist today. Tuck your toes under, lift your sit bones up and back for a downward facing dog, just to release some endorphins and stretch out the back side of your body. And whenever you're ready, come up on the balls of your feet, pedal it out, and then lower to the knees. We're going to take the left leg to the left big toe to left pinky, and slide the right leg back. Heel toe the left leg over to the right, pointing toes at left, pointing toes at 10 o'clock. And then if you can roll over to the pinky side, roll over so you can do this wonderful psoas stretch on the right side, and getting into the left hip flexor, the inner groin area. see if you can lower down to your winged dragon pose. But listen and modify as much as you need. I'm just really enjoying this beautiful day. Whenever you're ready, we're going to take the hands back under the shoulder and heel toe the left leg over to the right. You're going to drop that left knee towards the left wrist. Only if that feels good on your left knee. And if it doesn't, put it in the center. Heel toe or slide right leg back. You can put a block under your left hip, or your hip may just make it to the mat. I've been doing so much yoga since I've been home, and I feel like I've really got my hips stretched out. I was thinking teaching 3 classes a day sometime, or at least going to 3 classes a day. I was getting a lot of yoga, but my home practice yoga has really benefited my body and my mind. So take a breath. I just have to be disciplined enough to do it. And if I wake up kind of stiff or something, I think, oh, I don't even have to be disciplined. I'm just going to do it to feel good. So with yoga makes your body feel so good. There's an ant. One more breath. And then you're going to walk yourself up from your winged dragon. And I'm going to face you guys this time. And we're going to take the right leg on top of the left. Now, as we come into our double pigeon today, it's going to be our kind of our next to last pose. We're going to come into just a little waterfall and plow today. But other than that, this will just be just about the end of our practice. So if you stuck with it this long, remember this is a video. You can watch it as many times as you want. And I put my videos on YouTube because they come on YouTube so much quicker. It's Deborah Rodinal, and you can look at Yoga on Main. My mantras are on there. Also my yoga, a little bit of art. I plan to put a little bit more art tutorials on there later. So one more beautiful breath in this seated pigeon. Then we're going to explore a little bit today by walking the hands out front. And then if you want to take your right arm parallel with right knee, see if you can take the left hand on top. And as you walk the hands away, ground and root and anchor yourself down with that left hip. You might get into some areas that you've not been into before. Some deep areas in the hips. Release that tension. It could be knee problems that maybe you were born with, foot problems. And we've always kept our hips tight. It's time to release the tension, the tightness, and all the emotions that are stuck in there with that. Now walk the hands back to center. See if you can lower a little more. And then take the hands to the left. Left hand parallel with left knee. See if that right hand can walk over there and climb on top. And then press that right hip down this time. That is your anchor today. Every asana has an anchor. Breathe in, expand that right side body. And then release all the tension that you're holding in that hip. I think that this is the one asana or pose that I really experienced the letting go. And I know you hear me say that to get better, not really better, but to get more out of yoga, you need to let go. Let go of fear, let go of thinking you're not doing it right, let go of judging yourself, and just allow yourself to deepen. Pay attention to your edge, and if it hurts, remember that's using your intuition and not going too deep into something. But if it feels like, I didn't really realize I could do this, it feels pretty good. That's getting right into that edge where we grow. We want to keep pushing ourselves to the edge as we grow and expand, not only our body, but our mind. Now walk the hands back to the knee. Tuck the chin under, round up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, and we're almost done today. So we're going to lie down on our back, and we're going to bring the knees about your feet to your hips, knees up towards the sky, and then just lift the feet up one at a time into your waterfall position today. Just let yourself melt into this beautiful pose. And I'm out here in the sunshine today, so I am just feeling all that sunshine, vitamin D absorbing into my body. Of course, I've got a lot of sunscreen on today on my face, but a little bit of places on my body are exposed just so I can absorb some vitamin D. And this yoga practice today will be just about the right amount of time. Waterfall is going to activate that lymphatic system. Remember that from my practices, but it also improves your circulatory system. It releases endorphins, makes you happy, gets rid of anxiety, improves circulatory system, and induces sleep. So if you don't do anything else, get your legs up against the wall. Tired feet, swollen knees, swollen feet, this is the answer. I used to teach at Stacy's in Petersburg, and a yogi that came there told me that her family had a history of varicose veins that had to have surgery, and when she went to her doctor after coming to yoga all summer long, he told her that he didn't think she was going to have the surgery. Her circulation was improved, her varicose veins were better. So yoga is all about the science of health and just doing these things that will help your body. Remember, your body is not a part, it's a whole. So each part affects the whole. Now bring your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a hug. Rock back and forth or come into a happy baby, and then extend one leg at a time to the end of your mat, and then let your palms roll up. Oh, Savasana. Thank yourself for practicing yoga. You've earned this beautiful Savasana pose today. And if you're outside, take advantage of this beautiful sunshine. If you're inside, take advantage of this resting pose. Let your body absorb the benefits from your practice today. Whenever you're ready, just rock the feet back towards the hips. Lift one of your arms over your head and roll to that side. And then gently, safely press yourself up. We're going to come right back to that seated position that we started our practice today. I can't believe today there were no lawnmowers. Nothing going on today except the little ant crawling up my leg at one time that kind of freaked me out, but that was a spider. Take one big, beautiful breath. Thank yourself for practicing. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Much peace, much love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.